writer Tim Kwan, columnist of the ESPN.com, an article posted on October 4th, 2011, stated that 27% of Major League players and 42% of minor league players go from a Latin country. Therefore, now, 2014, that number has increased enormously. The object I brought today is a baseball. It represents baseball in Latin countries. This one represents the Latin country of Cuba. Each signature of this ball represents the hard work and dedication of each player put in to make it this far. Now I'll demonstrate this baseball by throwing it through a window. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, now you should all, by the end of the speech, you should all have a better understanding of the baseball and the culture it represents. First, I will discuss the baseball and the culture it represents, and then I will discuss how I represent or how I identify with this culture and the baseball. First, the baseball was invented in the early 1800s. Many people create their own versions of baseball, but not until 1878, the first baseball was in the actual regulated baseball, which is still to this day, was invented by a company named Spalding. The ball we use today is made out of a rubber core, wrapped around with a whole bunch of yarn, and then put together with two pieces of either horsehide or cowhide, and then sewed together with 216 red stitches. To some of you, the baseball might just be an object, a ball. You can find it anywhere in the world. Over 60 million Americans have either owned a baseball or played a baseball. It's used for play catch with a friend, or to get a signature of a famous player, or in a competitive game. But where I come from, in different Latin countries, it represents freedom. Freedom in the sense that, in these countries like Cuba and the Dominican Republic, baseball is the way out of poverty or communism. These kids really have no education and have no financial backings to be something in life. There's various documentaries you can find on Netflix that these kids only wake up, play baseball, go to sleep, play baseball, but they can't really read or write or anything. They just know how to play baseball, and that's why they're the best at it. Another symbolic thing for the baseball would be dedication. These kids sometimes don't have any parents, or they live in a house with 20 people, and the house only has one bedroom. And these kids have to wake up and know that if they make it into the major leagues, they'll be able to give their family and themselves a better life. Since they can't go to college, this is all they depend on. If they don't make it, they'll stay in poverty for the rest of their life. Now that I discussed baseball and what it represents, I will discuss how it fits into my background. First, being I'm Cuban, I was born here, but my whole family was Cuban. Being born Cuban, that means you have to play baseball. If you didn't play baseball, it meant that there's something seriously wrong with you. I played all throughout, elementary school, middle school, and I played 3 years varsity for high school, and then my last year, senior year, I was invited to play for the Dominican Republic. But I denied it because I just had to stop playing baseball because I guess I wasn't as dedicated as those who live and breathe baseball. But to this day, I still love baseball, and I try to help out to people in my country, in Dominican Republic or Mexico, who use baseball as a way to get out of the country. I try to donate balls and bats, any kind of equipment. The baseball, every time I hold it in my hand, it just brings me hope to those kids out there who really have no education. I know that if I don't make it in baseball, I can still go to college and get a good degree, become something of myself. So with that said, you should all have a better understanding of the baseball and the culture it represents. In conclusion, lastly, hopefully I opened you guys' eyes, and hopefully you guys have a better understanding of the ball. And it's just not a ball. To people, it's their life, it's their job, it's the only opportunity they have. And to people like us, it's just a baseball. We throw it, we don't care about it, but people over there, they don't have a baseball. Hopefully I just leave a minor impact with you guys. So every time you watch a game or play catch with a friend, think about those players and the hard work they had to put in and the sacrifices they had to do to become a major league player.